going to make some pretty big changes to the flat this week, and all of my hard work with the decluttering is finally starting to pay off. Good morning everyone, and welcome to another brand new weekly vlog. My name is Amy and this is my YouTube channel where I vlog every single week of my life. This is week number 30, and if you've been around here for a while you will know that that means it is giveaway time. Around vlog number 20 I decided that every 10 vlogs I was going to do a little bit of a giveaway, because I really am so grateful for everyone who supports these vlogs, and I wish I could give you all a little present, but realistically that's probably not going to happen. So every 10 videos I'm going to pick one of you guys to send a little giveaway parcel to. I will include more information about what's going to be in the box and how you enter later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. As you can see, we are back in London this week. Last week we were house sitting for my mum in Norwich, so everything felt a bit up in the air, but I am very pleased to be like back and ready to step into the usual routine, whatever my routine is. I don't really have one. I'm really determined to get a lot of work done and to eat quite well this week, because last week when I was in Norwich I ate out a lot and I was, you know, just not really thriving in the nutrition department. So yeah, it's a Monday morning, fresh start, new week, and I'm just going to get a couple of hours of admin done first, and then I'm going to film a few declutters, because today we're actually making a few really big changes to the bedroom. Basically, if you've been following for a while, you will know that I've been decluttering my house for almost a year now, because I was sick of feeling so boxed in and almost like stuck in my own space. I could never find anything. Every time I opened a cupboard it was so stressful, and some of the spots in the flat are still like that, but the vast majority is so much better. And I think kind of to like start fresh for my brain, I lived here for 6 years, and so my bedroom now is how I set it up when I was like 22 or 23, 22, and I think I would just do things differently now, and I would like to decorate it properly at some point. Sorry if you can hear my throat's being a bit dodgy. I think I've got really bad hay fever because my eyes are like streaming and I feel like I can't speak and my lungs are being interesting, but I have like asthma that is hay fever related, so I would like to redecorate at some point, but I can't really imagine it. I'm not very good when it comes to like imagining what things will look like, particularly when there's lots of other stuff there. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to strip it right back, we're going to clean everything, we're going to get it like to a really neutral place, and then from there in the future we'll be able to figure out how we want to decorate it. That bedroom was just mine, so it was set up kind of just for me to live in it, but now Charlie lives in it as well, and he's still fast asleep in the bedroom at the moment. I just want to set it up as a space that works better for us both, so that's kind of the goal for later on today. But first of all, I should probably get some work done or something. Also, over the weekend I gained a new addition to my office and I'm so excited. This is my new desktop computer, which is going to make all my editing so much easier. I switched it off like properly last night after I was done setting it up, which felt so alien because I never switch off my laptop, but now I genuinely cannot figure out how to turn it back on. Hold on. I swear I'm not being stupid. I probably am. There is no power button on here or on the screen. Charlie's face. Charlie to the rescue. Okay, it is on. Look how like HD this is. But obviously this is kind of boring and not really my vibe. Well, it's beautiful, but not really the vibe I want. So later on I want to make like a mood board that's going to be my desktop background, and I want it to have like widgets on it that I can update, like things to do and things to remember, maybe the time, and a few other bits. I don't know, I've never really done anything like that before, so I'm gonna try and do that later on. Oh my god, also when we got back from London yesterday, look what was by my front door. Ta-da! A PR parcel from Perfectil. I'm so excited. I love these hair crush gummies. They are like sweets and they make your hair grow so quickly. I've had these before, they were brilliant, and I'm really trying to grow my hair at the moment, so I'm very excited about those. But they've also sent through some skin, hair and nails and some marine collagen for skin, which come in bottle form apparently. So I'm going to start off the day by taking all of my new vitamins, and if that doesn't scream nutrition, I don't know what does. Ooh, they're like little drinks that are good for your skin. Blackcurrant seed oil is in there. Maybe they'll taste like blackcurrant. I'm gonna have one of those. Oh, I have had these ones before. These are good as well, actually. 2 of these, although they are very big to swallow, and a hair crush gummy, which I'm buzzing about because I love these. Oh, they just smell so good. Look, they're little hearts and they just taste, yeah, like sweets. These are honestly the best vitamins I've ever had. I'm gonna save the best one till last. So let's take these tablets first. There doesn't seem to be much overlap, so I think it's fine to take both. It doesn't taste bad actually. Oh, kind of tastes like the gummies. Nothing like a shot to start off the morning. And there's 10 in here. And I'm going to take these every day for a month and these every day for a month. So if you see me glowing within the next few weeks, you'll know why. You know what my first task of the day is? Ignoring the rubbish behind me and unsubscribing from a load of mailing lists. Because at the beginning of every week, I open my emails and I am bombarded with all the spam emails that I've got over the weekend. And I just don't need it. And like, yes, it's taking me a little while this morning to go through and unsubscribe from everything, but I think it's going to save me a lot of time in the long run. You know what else I'm unsubscribing from? The app called Nextdoor, the one where you like speak to your neighbours or whatever. I downloaded it a while ago because everyone kept saying I should have it, but it has made my anxiety so bad. All I ever see on there is like horror stories and I don't want to see that, so I'm actually unsubscribing. And I've been thinking about doing that for ages, but I've always been like, oh, but what if there's something on there that you need to know? But actually, I don't even open it because it really spikes my anxiety and that's just not what I need. So I'm getting rid of it, and I highly recommend that you also take this as a sign to unsubscribe from any mailing lists you don't want to be on and any like Facebook groups and things like that that you're a part of that actually make you feel nothing but nervous. Okay, the time is 11:45 and I think I've caught up on all of my like urgent work bits. I've sent a lot of emails this morning, and also if you remember the Specsavers work I was doing the week before last, they asked for a few like changes to the videos, so I spent a couple of hours editing those and getting them all exactly how they want them. So now I've sent those off. Now it's time to crack on with the declutters. I have already spun the wheel and it has come up with underneath my desk, which is interesting because there's a lot of stuff on top of my desk that I think I need to realistically put away first. So this is the top of the desk currently, which is just fantastic. But underneath here is the bit that has come up on the wheel to declutter, which obviously is in desperate need. I think I'm going to go all the way under this locker as well. So this whole like floor section. I don't even know what's in there, to be honest. Well, that is much better, isn't it? Don't look at the bed behind me because that's where, not most of the stuff from here, but it's just also covered in clean washing that needs to be put away. And while I've been doing that, Charlie has been making lunch. Well, what do we have here?
It's called a tuna mayo baguette.
I love
tuna mayo melt baguette.
I love tuna mayo baguettes and also cheese. So this is a big win for me today. A PR parcel has just arrived. It's been a good day for PR. This PR parcel is more for you than for me. So do you remember Charlie's ice pop obsession? Well as ice pops, he is big into fruit pastel ice lollies and has been since we first got together. That's like the one thing he always adds onto the shop. Enjoy your Roundtree's ice lollies, we hope you like them.
It's weird that the agency says to Amy because it is really to Charlie.
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it? Right, what have we got? Ooh!
Stop it!
They look interesting. Fruit stack.
They look very good.
They do.
They look stunning. Oh, this is a bit of a throwback.
Fruit push-up, strawberry and pineapple. They sound really good.
Unreal. And then blackcurrant and orange.
Ooh.
Do you know what? All the PR parcels that Amy's got, these are my favourite.
I reckon you'll have been through these before it's time for dinner, if I'm honest. Don't do it, because I need to try them as well.
Challenge accepted.
No. Right, well that was a lovely break, but let's crack on with the declutters now. First of all, under this desk. I've nearly done the declutter, I'll show you that in a minute. But yesterday, I was filling this out. I'm going to show you a blank copy, which I've had for so long. You can tell it's very like ratty and it's nearly run out. And basically, I always have this on my desk and I just fill in what I'm getting up to that week so I can like glance at it and just know what days I'm free. if I've got like a big job come in or something, I can automatically like allocate when I'm going to do it, and it's just really good for my like brain space. But so when I was doing it last night, I said to Charlie that I'm actually quite excited for this one to be done, because to be honest, it's probably not the kind of like pattern that I would have necessarily picked to like sit on my desk all the time. It's quite busy, but that I was annoyed that it was coming to an end because it is just so handy. And then he disappeared and came back and went, I just ordered you a new one, and it's just arrived. I think you got it. You got it from Amazon, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it from Amazon.
Oh my god, I love it. Look at this. So you've got the days of the week. Oh, you can't really see because it's like reflective because of the plastic. This is gonna look so cute on my desk. So it's like all bound together, so it's not gonna fly everywhere. But it's got the days of the week in all like vertical lines, and what's really nice about this one is that the weekdays are bigger and then Saturday and Sunday are smaller, which I think is really nice because it kind of reminds me not to try and pack too much into my weekends, which is always nice. And then this one has extra little sections, a top priority section, a to-do list section, and a notes section. And I think that's really good. When I am struggling in the mental health department, I like to try and do this thing where rather than loading loads onto my plate, I give myself a few non-negotiables for the day or for the week, like normally 3 or sometimes 5, and I go, right, if you have done those non-negotiables today, then you're done. You can just chill. So it's really nice that this has like a little top priority list here, because I feel like that will help me do that. And then to-do list I can put like errands on. This is great. Thank you.
Nice.
So yeah, I will link this in case any of you are interested. But I really like the fact that it's got this like leafy pattern and it's not as busy. Look what I found. This is a Galaxy projector. My sister uses one of these all the time. So I think my mum bought us both one for Christmas. And it's so relaxing in here. It's like there's water on the ceiling. Anyway, I've turned that off. Just look how much better that is. The chair for it is in the office at the moment. There's 2 chairs in the office right now, and I actually might just leave it in there because it is quite nice just having this walkway. That'll make it way easier when I'm running to the loo in the middle of the night trying not to trip over anything. Good morning everyone, welcome to Tuesday. I'm jumping in straight at the deep end with another declutter today, and the wheel has brought up this unit on the side of the bed. I'm going to be using the new upholstery cleaner on the bed later on, so it'll be nice to have this whole area be very like calm and serene. But this is what we've got to face this morning, which is so fantastic, isn't it? So good. I'm gonna film this for TikTok, then I'll come back. It is done. Okay, so look at that, it's empty. I need to move it out and hoover under it, but for the moment, Maria and Jess are about to arrive to have a bit of a meeting about, obviously a couple of weeks ago we said that we were shutting down Girlies IRL, but that's still quite a process. So they're coming over to do some more of that. Obviously there are 5 of us that run Girlies IRL, but just as the 3 London ones, it's so much easier if we can all come together and just try and get through as much of the like paperwork as we can. It is quite a lot later now. The girls have left, we've had dinner, and Charlie and I are just about to do some moving around of the bedroom, so I thought I would show you. But this afternoon I did actually use the upholstery cleaner for the first time, and oh my god, it is fantastic. This is a little spoiler, but let me show you what the headboard looked like before. This is so disgusting, by the way. I've posted it as a reel on my Instagram, but I genuinely like paused before I post it to be like, am I ready to share this with my Instagram audience, because it is so disgusting. But now it is literally like new. It's crazy. We've got the Shark Stain Striker, I think it's called, and it's brilliant. But now that that's done, and now that I've decluttered this, basically we just had the idea to move the bed into the middle of the room, but that will mean that this shelf is no longer in the middle. Now the good news is that that shelf is put up with command strips, and I put it up with command strips about 3 years ago or something, and I was maybe longer, and I was absolutely convinced that one night it was going to fall down and hit me in the head in the night and I was going to die, and that hasn't happened, which I'm quite impressed with. But I think it's time we took it off. Ah, and we've got our little Donald and Daisy Lego figures as well. Oh my god. Look how dusty these are.
When we've been to your mum's, obviously your mum also has a shark as well.
Yeah.
I just feel that they are very reliable. Lots of suction as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at the prints that I've got on there. These are actually from Jess's old print company that she used to have. So one says self-love club. One says the magic is in you. One says do it for you. And one says one day at a time. And I really love these. They're very dusty right now. But I actually bought them before we were really good friends. Like obviously we followed each other and we did chat every now and again. But I just thought they were great. So I bought them and they've lived up there ever since. Oh my god, you took it. Excuse me, where's my involvement in all that?
Sorry.
Oh my god, that is weird. I used to love this, like bunting stuff. And then one day somebody told me they thought it looked like garlic. And I've not been able to think of it differently ever since.
Who said that?
A boy I was talking to. He wasn't here, it was from a photo. Suddenly he no longer found it funny.
I thought that I was the only boy that you ever spoke to.
Yeah, you're right.
No, less of the sarcasm.
But look, I quite liked it. It's like glittery. What? Let's move that unit and hoover underneath it. This is going to be so satisfying. It's disgusting under there. Okay, this is what I decluttered earlier. I don't even know where I'm going to put this. Oh, that is disgusting. It's had so much in it that it's been so heavy I've not been able to move it. It's clean underneath it.
This is dirty.
Yeah, that's grim. Good morning everyone, welcome to Wednesday. Don't mind Ben Platt and Michaela Diamond on my t-shirt from when we went to New York to see Parade last year. This is actually the best length of like theatre merch t-shirt I've ever bought because I can wear it to bed and it covers my bum so I can still walk around in the morning and not worry that I'm going to flash the neighbours. I've had my breakfast this morning, I've had cornflakes. I've just realised that those vitamins I've been taking, I've actually remembered to do it for 3 days in a row, but I keep feeling really sick in the mornings. Not pregnant, before anyone suggests that. At least I hope I'm not. But I then read the thing this morning and it turns out that you're actually supposed to take them on a full stomach, which I haven't been doing. So just quickly eating some cornflakes. I'm hoping that's going to stop it. Also, if you follow the declutter series since the beginning, you might remember basically that when I first did this cupboard here that had all my cereal boxes in, I had so many cereal boxes in there that were out of date by years. I've got very overactive imagination and every time there's an open cereal box, whenever I go to pour stuff out of it, I convince myself that there's going to be bugs in it. I don't know why, because it's never happened to me. And I did say on the TikTok, if it's ever happened to you, please don't tell me. But people did tell me anyway in the comments. So now I think it's actually a justified fear to have. So I ended up like getting rid of all my cereal, but I really like cereal. So then I bought these. Like, it's good because you can just open this and pour it out. And I got 4 of them. I think I've only finished 2 before. I had a crunchy nut clusters and then this one was Frosties. But I always just feel really proud of myself when I finish one of these because it means that like one of the systems that I've put in place works. And even though that sounds really silly and it's like, oh yeah, okay, grown woman needs plastic tub to be able to eat cereal because she's convinced there's bugs in it. Like the thing is, I just don't think there's any point working against yourself with things like that. And if the solution is as simple as spending a tenner on a few plastic tubs that you're going to keep for years, then just do it, you know? Why not make your own life a little bit easier? That's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for Charlie to get out of the shower so I can get in it. Oh. Okay, I think he's out. I've just watched that clip back and I'm actually so embarrassed. I am the jumpiest person you will ever meet and I've got no explanation for it apart from the fact that I used to get really into watching Criminal Minds when I was far too young to watch Criminal Minds, and it used to really make me jump out my skin, and ever since then it takes someone looking at me when I'm not expecting them to make me absolutely shit myself, as you just saw. Anyway, also it's funny because sometimes I will think, you know, like when your brain runs through like emergency scenarios and I go, right, well if someone grabbed me right now, what would I do? And I always think, God, I don't think I'd be able to scream. Like even right now I'm sitting here and I'm like, if something happened right now, I don't think I'd be able to make a scream come out. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a big noise. I just don't feel like I've got it in me. And then something like that happens and I go, no, actually I would be fine. This morning while I was doing my hair, I started watching The Umbrella Academy. I love The Umbrella Academy, as I mentioned last week, and I was going to go straight in with season 4, but actually I decided, because this is the last season, I should have been watching it the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. And I'm kind of trying to convince Charlie to watch it, but I don't think he's going to go for it because he's not really a TV show kind of person unless it's like non-fiction. I think if you like Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, things like that, you would enjoy this. Basically, it is about, how do I say this without spoiling anything? Okay, I'm going to spoil like the first 5 minutes. It is about, I think it's like 43 or 73 different women around the world randomly have a baby. Like, they weren't pregnant, they weren't expecting anything, and they randomly just give birth, right? And then there's this like billionaire scientist guy, and he goes around and tries to get the kids. This happens like all before the show starts. He tries to like collect these children to find out what on earth that was all about, and he manages to get 7 of them, and and he raises them sort of as a parent, but like as a very absent parent, and then they are like a superhero group as kids. So they like fight crime using these they've all got like different powers, but then the show joins them as adults when they just find out that their dad has just died, and so they all come back to the house and they're like reunited with one another, having been off doing their own adult things. But it's really good, and it's like, genuinely, it's one of my favourite TV shows I've ever watched, and there's lots of twists and turns, and it's really funny, and the characters are so lovable, and you really get into it. And if you haven't watched it, I would really recommend it. The 4th season, which is the final season, has just come out, and I can't wait to watch it, but I'm going to rewatch everything else first, so that I get like a complete story. And I'm going to do the same with Stranger Things before that comes out next year as well. Season 2 was my favourite so far, but I love all of it. Would highly recommend. Anyway, back to the bedroom. We've got the sandpaper out, we've got the polyfiller out. Ignore the cupboard of death, you can sort of see it, it's looking particularly deathy again. Just to remind you what we're doing, the other week I took that unit off the wall here and it left loads of holes, some much bigger than others, but today we are going to polyfiller them and then paint them over in white. Go on, fill it then. I'm so helpful when it comes to DIY things. Ooh, clever.
And then what you're meant to do after is then you're meant to like then sand it back down over.
Ah, okay. So what, then, at the end?
Yeah, so then once it's dry, then you're meant to sand it over, and then it like creates then like a smooth surface.
Oh, cool.
And the problem is that what a lot of people tend to do is they put way too much on, so yeah. Which is why I'm scraping off all the excess. And then when they try and sand it, they wonder why their hand is an absolute agony when they do it.
Right, yeah. Here we go. So now it is drying. I think it will dry white, but then apparently we have to sand it at the end, and then later we'll paint it. I think this one might need going over again because that was quite a deep one. And we also had these behind the bed. Basically, we've moved the bed now. I'll show you in a second. But where there's like a bolt on the back of the headboard, it had really dug on into the wall. So when we moved it, now this is really visible. So we've polyfilled that as well. Today's lunch, well, we really couldn't be bothered to go out to the shops because we're going away on Friday. So we just can't be asked to do a weekly shop. So Charlie has tried to make a concoction of things that we had in the fridge and freezer. And we've come out with a lunch that I'm actually very pleased about, which is halloumi fries and chicken nuggets. Good? Good. I'm just whipping up a little bit of sriracha mayo to go with it. I'm really going through a sriracha phase at the minute. This needs more sriracha, I think. Sensational. Good morning, and we're in central London. It's actually the afternoon now. I fake tanned yesterday and I feel much better about myself. I've been having a bit of a low confidence week. I feel a lot better now that I've washed my hair and fake tanned. And Charlie and I are actually now, he's in front of me, that's why you can't see him. We're actually now on our way to the Anya Hindmarch ice cream project. Remember we went there a few weeks ago and I had that disgusting vinegar ice cream? Well, basically, McVitie's, who have done a couple of the ice creams, have invited us along to go to like an afternoon tea set-up and try all 15 of them. So I'm really looking forward to this.
I can't wait.
No, and this is a little perk of
having a girlfriend that does the job that you do.
You're raking in the perks this week.
I really am.
I completely forgot to show you this when it first arrived, so it is all melted now, but basically we've got the 15 different ice cream flavours, and then, oh my gosh, and then here we've got like a list of all the flavours, and then we're guessing the flavour that we're eating from this list on the back and then ranking them out of 5, which is so fun. I have actually quite unexpectedly really liked the soy sauce one, and the molten sea salt was really good, and also I'm surprisingly a fan of the pesto, which is that green one back there, but we've still got the bottom tier to try. I'm nervous about Branston Piccalilli ice cream coming up at some point. I've officially found the worst ice cream flavour in London. If you've never heard of the Ice Cream Project before, this is its 3rd year now, and every year Anya Hindmarch works with various different brands to come up with 15 brand new ice cream flavours. Previous years have had things like ketchup and mayonnaise, but every year is different. Yes, that is a baked bean, and there is now a taste test experience where you can blind taste them all, and I'm going to give you my official ranking, and some of them did surprise me. 0 out of 5 for Branston Piccalilli. I don't like pickles at the best of times. Vinegar and strawberry sorbet got a 1 out of 5. Olive flavour wasn't bad, it was just weird. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5, and baked bean was a little bit better actually at 2.5. Pesto scored a 3. It was very basil-y. I'd like it with like a strawberry shortcake. A 3 for marmalade as well. I'm not really an orangey gal. Tropicana did get a 4 though. The other 4s were Robinson's lemon barley water. This was really good. It was just like a sorbet, and unexpectedly the Kikkoman soy sauce. Penguin scored an easy 5 out of 5. So did peanut butter. It was so good and crunchy, and the coffee one was really creamy. Jaffa cake was stunning as well. I said what I said about orange, but I do love me some apricot. The molten sea salt was another unexpected fave. They did it with dark chocolate and it was incredible. Bird's custard was delicious as well. What flavours do you want to see next year? I vote Marmite. We just got home. That was really good fun. I didn't know that there was the option to try all 15, so it was good. Although, honestly, that Piccalilli one, I don't think I've ever eaten anything that gross. Yeah. I'm not the audience for that, to be fair, because I don't like pickles, but there were like bits of pickle in it. It was absolutely grim. Oh my god, but when we were on the way home, I saw loads of girls dressed up ready for the Eras tour, and it's made me so jealous. I was actually supposed to be going today, but I made the call last week that it wasn't the responsible thing to do because I'd got the ticket quite last minute, and I have already been, for starters, and I think if I hadn't already been, I would absolutely have been there, and I would love to be there today. But tomorrow I have to go to a festival for a job that I'm doing, so that's going to be a really long day. And obviously this morning I didn't tell you guys, oh my god, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning with a migraine. It was hideous, and I found when I have a migraine, the 2 things that help are like Cool and Soothe patches and like headache balm stick things, and junk food. Chocolate, energy drinks, pizza, whatever it is. But so this morning I had a chocolate twist, a Yorkie bar, and a can of Alani, and it's seen me through the day actually, and I feel a lot better now. But when I woke up this morning I thought it was going to be a write-off. Yeah, so between that, I get really anxious in like busy places as well, and obviously with all of the issues in Vienna last week, I just thought actually I'm not going to be able to enjoy this. I'm literally just going to be a bag of nerves the whole time, and I don't want that to be my memory of the Eras tour. Like, I had such a good time last time, so I am really sad to be missing it, but I thought that my ticket would be better off going to someone who hasn't got to experience it yet, so Abby's going instead, and I hope they have the best time. I'm very jealous, and the more people I see dressed up for it and on stories and stuff, the more jealous I am. But I do kind of know in the back of my brain that it was the sensible decision for me this week. Oh my god, Molly May and Tommy Fury have broken up.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it has been coming for a long time.
I swear,
to quote Taylor Swift, it's been a long time coming.
I swear, like, we've been hearing about it in rumblings for the last 6 months.
Yeah, but the media just love to make things up, don't they? But it does seem like
there's no smoke without fire.
No, but people are saying allegedly that he cheated on her in Dubai like 9 months ago. Now there's a baby. But I don't know how much of that is true or if it's just a rumour. But either way, I really feel for her. I think Molly May, genuinely, if you can cheat on Molly May, who wouldn't you cheat on? Like, she is stunning, she's hilarious, she's a businesswoman, she's got so much cash, they've got such a gorgeous little baby. a lovely house. Literally, what more does he want?
As we see on social media, that you look at everything is so curated, like, then you look at the reality.
I don't know, I feel like everyone's talking about it. It was very shocking. It's all over my TikTok for you page. Oh, also, speaking of things that are viral, today I'm wearing an outfit which is all from ELR style. So I've got the bodysuit on. I've actually had this for ages and I've never tried it on. As soon as I put it on, I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. It's quite like difficult to get to the bottom of. You know, when you're on a bodysuit, sometimes the poppers are like almost too far back, so you feel like you need to like contort yourself into such a weird shape to get it done up. But let me show you the outfit. I feel like for a little holiday outfit or something, this is really good. Yeah, so the top is a bodysuit and I love the shape of the neckline and the length of the sleeves. I think it is perfect. And then these shorts are from ELR style as well. They're called the Lucy shorts and I really like the shape of them. And they're very comfortable and they've got a drawstring. Oh, so what I was gonna say, I just turned the camera off and then I remembered. Basically, you saw on this vlog, but I was downplaying it because basically the ice cream thing that we just went to was sort of a meeting with the PR from McVitie's, so she was there as well. So I was downplaying it when I was filming. But the fact that the whole front of my camera just fell off in that clip, I don't know if you guys caught it, but literally the front of my camera fell off, like the bit from around the lens. And now every time I turn it on, it's like zoomed into my face so that I look like just this bit. And what happened was, a couple of weeks ago, it was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago now actually, I put my camera on a tripod that was literally so flimsy the wind blew it over, or I walked past it and like the wind from me walking past blew it over. And the camera sort of, it didn't break, but like it's been being a bit weird ever since then. And like the viewfinder that I pop up, so like I can see myself above the lens, that like wouldn't sit flat. And also I've been having a lot of issues with the focus, which I think is even happening now. I think it's going in and out of focus. I'm also having a problem where it keeps saying that the lens isn't connected to the camera. And now I've had this camera for a really long time, and as you guys know, I've been like weekly vlogging since the beginning of the year. So this camera has been used every single day this year so far, but also for like years previously as well, because before I did a lot of vlogging, I would do a lot of like outfit shooting. So it's been very, very well used. It falling over on the tripod has just completely finished it off. And so you guys saw the other week, I bought a new tripod because I was like, I literally binned it. The second that happened, I was like, this is the fault of this tripod, and I binned it because it was broken anyway and it was so flimsy. Honestly, it's no use to anyone. And I bought this way more sturdy tripod, but obviously that has not undone the damage that has been done to the camera. So this is a bit eye-watering because I feel like I've made quite a lot of expensive purchases lately, and I wasn't banking on having to buy a new camera just yet. I was actually trying to hold out for the Black Friday sales, but it hasn't worked out that way. So we're gonna go to John Lewis and try some new cameras, and who knows, maybe I'll buy one. I think I probably should. Oh my god, also Charlie, I didn't tell you this, my granddad, I just spoke to my granddad on the phone. He wants to borrow our upholstery cleaner, and so does my mum. So we're gonna take the upholstery cleaner to Norwich next time we go. Should we charge him a £5 per piece of furniture that we clean?
Yeah. Good cash money.
Yeah.
My time is expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, so the upholstery cleaner was a very worth it purchase, and hopefully so will the new camera be, but I am very begrudging. Although once I've got it, I'll probably be excited about it. But right now, RIP my money. We have made it to John Lewis on the hunt for some cameras, but I actually have not seen a single camera yet, so I don't know where they're hiding them. Jesus, that cat is so HD, I can see every little hair. I lost Charlie, turned around and saw him walking straight into this. The Experience Immersive Cinema at Home. God, that looks stunning.
Turn on the sound. Oh, this is very nice.
You look very pleased with yourself right now. So we found the cameras, and this one is the most similar to the one that I have, but none of these will turn on. All of their information is wrong. Like, there is a thing in here that's upside down, but that's wrong. That's wrong as well, because that's a Lumix and that says Panasonic. This is a Canon G5X, it says here. I cannot even find a Canon G5X on the John Lewis website, so I'm very confused. So first stop unsuccessful.
Very unsuccessful.
We're gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, we've come into Curry's. They don't have what we want either. There's a lot of like bigger camera frames that you'd need a separate lens for, and I am actually quite intrigued by this one because it's so compact. But I would want to like turn it on and try it first to check. I've seen a lot of people talking about this online, so I am quite intrigued by it, but none of them turn on, which I'm quite confused about, because like I thought that was the point in coming to a camera shop. So I've even checked online, and pretty much everything that I would want is out of stock, even online, which feels so weird. But basically a lot of the options have a viewfinder, like I said earlier, the bit that's like on top of the lens is to the side of the lens, which means that I would spend a lot of the time looking like this, and I just feel like that would be really distracting, so I don't want to buy one of those. But to be honest, I'm a bit stumped because, yeah, John Lewis didn't really give me any answers in store or online. Same with Curry's. Even the camera that I'm vlogging on now is out of stock everywhere, this version and the older version, and there is no newer version. So I'm a bit stumped, to be honest. I don't really know what to do. I mean, obviously this one is like working. I'm just concerned that at some point it might just like stop. Like, probably not soon, but it's obviously an issue that I need to solve. Because I need this camera, like, not even just for vlogging. I take all my pictures on this camera as well. And I've got like ads to shoot tomorrow and stuff. And I just cannot find, unless I want to spend like nearly £2,000, I just cannot find another option, and I don't want to spend that. If I can avoid it, I want to spend like £600, which does exist, but it's not in stock. I'm so confused. But anyway, we've decided, rather than feeling like a waste of a trip, to stop for some pizza, so I can stop being moody and then go home and do some work. We've got our pizza pilgrims, margarita extra, so it comes with fresh mozzarella and a garlic and herb dip and a Diet Coke.
I hope that that isn't the fresh mozzarella that they're talking about.
What, this? £4 for a little dollop? It might be.
That's a piss take.
If true. I don't know if the actual, basically you can get a mozzarella or you can get a mozzarella extra, which says it has like fresh mozzarella. Not mozzarella, margarita extra, which is what we've got. But we're wondering whether this little ball of mozzarella is the difference between a margarita and a margarita extra. Oh, it looks good though. Guys, something fantastic has happened. I just assumed that it would be out of warranty, but when I was just sat there eating my pizza, I was like, oh, actually, let me just check. And it's still within warranty, and Charlie has checked, and he used to work in insurance claims.
No, Amy.
Yeah?
You checked and you went,
I said it's still.
No.
So basically, no, hang on.
No.
No.
No, how it happened is, before Amy starts to lie to you all,
I wasn't gonna lie.
she goes, I go, why don't you just quickly check your like receipt when you originally bought it? And she went,
You didn't tell me to do that, I did it of my own accord.
And then, yeah, whatever. And then she goes, oh, it's not covered. It says accidental damage excluded. And I was like, pass it here. Anyway, she's been paying for a additional product on top. And the additional product, so the original guarantee, yes, doesn't cover it. But the additional product does cover it. But she was trying to tell me that it's not covered at all. And it is. She's a liar.
I might be a liar, but I'm a liar who doesn't have to spend almost £2 on a new camera, so I am still the real winner here. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna have to send this off next week, but both Jess and Maria have said that they might have a spare camera that I might be able to borrow while it's being fixed, so I need to speak to them about it.
I'm quite glad that she saved so much money, because I think
I was getting very stressed.
I think with how much things are costing at the moment, the last thing that Amy needs to do is spend however much money on a new camera, and there are quite a few cameras out there. And also, I'm really interested, there seems to be a massive shortage of like cameras at the moment.
I was talking about this when you had gone to get the pizzas. I don't get it. I don't understand why what I want is so hard to come by when it's such a popular product.
I remember as a kid, like there were shops full of cameras.
Well, yeah, is it just because a lot of people are vlogging on their phone and stuff? Sorry, I'm making my background for my Mac, so I'm distracted. Is it just because a lot of people are vlogging on their phone and stuff like that? Still doesn't really make much sense to me, because I don't know, I find vlogging on the phone, I always look in a weird direction. Maybe it's a me issue.
It is a you issue, I think.
Well, it's an issue regardless. Good morning, everyone. How are we all? I had a very restless night last night. I'm just really beating myself up at the moment. Like, I feel very uninspired in lots of ways. I don't know what to post. I don't know. I feel like I have nothing interesting to say. I am spinning a lot of different plates at the moment, or trying to. There's a lot of like longer term work projects that I'm trying to work on. There's several things going on behind the scenes that are taking up a lot of my time, and I feel like I'm dropping all of my plates. Like, I'm trying to spin all the plates and I'm just dropping them all. And like, by trying to spin too many, none of them, I can't spin any of them. But also, the things that I physically could stop spinning are the things that I want to spin, like the things I want to do. And the things that I have to do, I can't not do, if that makes sense. My phone is ringing. Sorry, it was just it was like the camera repair shop calling about the insurance. Thank God for that. I think that is actually what sent me spiraling, the thought of having to spend that much money when I wasn't expecting to. But yeah, I just feel very like not good enough at the moment for anything, which is not very good and not very positive. I really try and inject these vlogs with like fairly positive energy. That's really hard when I'm not feeling it. And I think the thing is, I've been doing these for 30 weeks now, and everything's not sunshine and rainbows. And like, nothing bad has even happened. I'm just having an off week, I think. But anyway, I have got a lot of fun stuff to do today. I'm about to film the beginning of a video that you probably won't see for a very long time. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because it's going to be a really fun one, but I hope I'll be able to pull it off fairly quickly. But either way, I'm going to film the beginning of that just after this, and then I might film you know, the last week when I went to Great Yarmouth and I got those mystery bags, I might film unboxing those because that's quite fun. And then later on, I've got a very busy afternoon. So I said yesterday that I'm going to a festival. I'm going to All Points East with Femme Fresh and working with them because they've got like a new festival product. I'm working with them on Instagram, so I'm going there this afternoon, but I've had a bit of a clash, so I'm going to go there for a good few hours and have a nice time, but I'm not going to be able to stay there too late because later on this evening Charlie and I are actually going to Down Hall, which is a really lovely like country manor hotel that we actually stayed in about 6 or 7 weeks into our relationship, so almost a year ago exactly, because we wanted a little weekend away somewhere just to sort of, I don't know, we didn't know each other that well at that point. Like, it's always a good little test, isn't it? So we went to Cambridge, it was lovely, and we had a really nice time. Down Hall was such a beautiful place. We've been saying ever since that we'd love to go back. And then actually a few weeks ago they emailed me and asked if I wanted to go to, they've got like concerts on in the evenings, so they've got one on tonight and it's like a vintage trio, so I can't remember their name but I'll show you later. It's like Sass, Fox and Wiggle or something like that, and they just look great. So I've got two very different musical styles going on today and two very different outfits required actually as well. I haven't really thought that through, but yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of filming this morning and then I'm off out. And I need to do the giveaway as well actually. Oh my god guys, it's Sunday today, and when I got to the festival the other day my camera literally died. Like, it won't even, the like lens thing won't even open, so luckily I'm gonna send it off tomorrow. But everybody say thank you Maria for lending me a camera that I can finish this week's vlog with. Anyway, yeah, Charlie and I had such a fun weekend. We went to All Points East Festival, which was so cool, and we actually had VIP, like the access to the VIP tent as well, which was so sick. I felt very bougie, and it was just so sunny and such a nice way to spend a Friday. And then we went to Down Hall and it was just such a lovely wholesome evening. Genuinely, if you're looking for a like staycation type situation. It's in, I think it's technically in Essex. It's like pretty near Cambridge, very near Bishop Stortford. Birchhanger Services, if you are familiar. I am very familiar with Birchhanger Services as someone who spent most of their life driving between London and Norwich. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. I've posted a reel on my Instagram if you want to go and have a look at what we got up to, but it was such a lovely way to just like relax. I genuinely feel like better for it, and I always think that's a sign of like a good little trip away, is when you come back feeling like calmer, and I definitely do. But today our mission is to finish off that bedroom little mini makeover that we started earlier this week. Basically I've had a bit of a nightmare. So you know the polyfiller, so the thing is, it turns out that Polyfiller, the brand, don't just do like what you think of as polyfiller, they also do other products, including like sealant. So basically we've accidentally filled the walls with sealant, which is my fault because Charlie did exactly what you should do with polyfiller, because I told him it was polyfiller when it was in fact not. So it's a bit like rubbery, and it like, when you try and sand it, it like rolls off the wall. So he's gone to B&Q to go, oh my god, there is a can in the passenger door and it is rattling when the car is moving, and it's actually like really grinding my gears. Anyway, it's stopped now because I've stopped at some traffic lights. But yeah, so Charlie has gone to B&Q to buy some actual polyfiller, and then we're gonna fill the holes in again and later on paint them white, and then the bedroom will be done. The other thing that I'm gonna do today is sort out the giveaway stuff for you guys. Oh my god, also look at my hair. So I've used, I know it's quite dark in this car so you might not be able to see, but I've used the Shark Flex style for the first time, and I'm not very talented when it comes to hair stuff, to be honest. So it did take me a long time, but I just wanted it to be straight today, so I used the paddle brush attachment, and I got it straight from soaking wet to straight, which is crazy. And it did take a while. I think it probably took about half an hour, 40 minutes. Which is how long I used to spend on my hair when I had extensions, but I'm not really used to spending that much time on my hair anymore. And then I just put a little bit of oil through it, and I think, especially for a first time go, I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, so it does take a little bit longer than like straightness and stuff, but they say that it gives no heat damage, and as someone who is really actively trying to grow my hair, that's going to be invaluable to me, I think. So this is my first go with the Flex style, and yeah, right, I'll see you at home when we're trying to figure out what to do with the like basically rubber that I've put in my walls. I'm really trying to stay on top of everything at the minute, and my desk is an absolute mess. So before I carry on with the bedroom, let's do a really quick speed clean. Okay Google, set a timer for 60 seconds. Okay Google, well I massively undershot that. Okay Google, set a timer for a minute. Okay, we are getting there. Let's do 1 more minute timer. Okay, 1 last minute. I think I can do this. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that, and even with time to spare. Okay, I was hugely overambitious just then, but it is done. Apart from this pile, which I'm now going to talk to you about. Okay Google, off. Okay, let's talk giveaway. As you guys know, I've been vlogging for 30 weeks now, which is actually insane, since the very beginning of this year, and I cannot express how grateful I am for the support that I've received from you guys on these videos. It literally means the world to me. YouTube is my favourite platform to create for, and the comments and the DMs that I get from you all, as well as from the silent viewers, I know some of you are silent viewers, and I appreciate you all the same. Honestly, it just means the world to me. So I decided around my 20th video that basically I want to start a little bit of a new tradition on this channel, where every 10 videos, there's a dog. Oh my god, it's actually a really cute dog. There's 2 of them. Anyway, where every 10 videos I do a giveaway on this channel of a few bits that I've been lucky enough to receive in PR over the last few weeks. I'm hugely grateful to the brands for sending these bits to me, and they are all either things that I have already tried and love and have in my collection, or things that I know I won't get around to, but I know that they're really popular products and that I think you guys might get more use out of than me. Obviously, I'm only lucky enough to be on these PR lists because of people like you watching my content, which is why I really want to share this with you, because that seems only fair. So without further ado, I will now tell you what is coming up in this vlog's giveaway, and then after that I will tell you how you can win. So basically for this week I decided that I wanted to have a little bit of a theme, and I think I might try and do this every now and again where it has a little bit of a theme to the giveaway rather than like seeming quite random. And this time I wanted the theme to be, how do I phrase this, like an introduction or a reintroduction to a brand. So I've got 3 brands here and I've got several items from each brand, and then I'll put them all in a box and ship them out to whoever wins. So first of all, I have this Bobbi Brown set. This is called the Pretty Powerful collection, and basically it was a charity initiative that they were doing with SmartWorks where they were selling these bags of a few different cosmetics, and I thought this would be a really good way to get an introduction to Bobbi Brown if you've never tried it, or just kind of to experience a few different products, or to be honest, if you already love these like I do, then it's just good to have some extras. But so in here we've got a little bottle of the vitamin enriched face base. I love this stuff, as well as one of their cream shadow sticks. I believe this is the shade Bronze, but I haven't opened it. It is completely sealed, but if it is Bronze, that's my absolute fave. I love Bronze and Golden Bronze. Oh wait, does it say on the back? No, it actually doesn't. So whoever wins, you'll have to tell me if that is my favourite shade. And then we've got a lip gloss in here and a blush as well. I've tried to make sure that everything in here is suitable for all skin tones as much as possible. So yeah, I thought this would be a lovely way to get yourself introduced to a little bit of Bobbi Brown makeup. Vitamin Enriched Face Base, if you've not heard of it, is kind of a moisturiser slash primer. I love to use it. I keep it in my makeup bag and I use it literally just before I apply my concealer and foundation, and I just find that it makes my makeup go on really smoothly. So that is the first thing up for grabs in this week's giveaway. So obviously that is a lot of makeup, so then I thought I could give you guys a little introduction to a skincare brand, and Bioma sent me this little gift set along with some full sizes that I've been using, but I love them, especially this clarifying serum. That's my favourite product so far, but I thought I've got the full size, I'm not gonna need the like travel set, but for someone who's never tried Bioma before, I think this is a really good way to get into the brand and to give them a go. They're actually really affordable as well, and I just love the packaging and the products are really good. So I hope one of you will really enjoy trying this out and yeah, getting a little bit of an introduction to Bioma. So in here there is the creamy jelly cleanser, the clarifying serum and the moisturising gel cream, and I've tried the cleanser, which I really like, and the clarifying serum, which is probably my fave. I haven't tried the gel cream yet. So that is item number 2 or 7, depending how you look at it. Next up is a brand that has gone really TikTok viral over the last few years, and I have quite a few products from this brand, including a couple of duplicates because I've bought them on TikTok Shop and then been sent them. So I thought that I would share some of these with you, and it is Made by Mitchell. I'm going to include 3 of the viral Made by Mitchell products. We're going to do blush in the colour Hollow there, which is like a medium brown kind of shade, and this is meant to be a blush or a bronzer. I'd probably use it as a contour, but what I love about the blush shades is the fact that they're really versatile. You can literally use it anywhere on your face. I use them as lipstick sometimes under a gloss. Then we've got another blush in probably the most viral shade. This is Drip Drip, so it is like a really sparkly little highlight shade. I use it on the inner corner of my eyes sometimes. I know people use it as highlight as well. It is absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, we've got a Beam lip gloss in the shade Superfood, which is this really pretty summery pink shade. So all together, here we have our little bundle from Made by Mitchell. Lastly, just for a little bit of a pamper, I thought I'd include a face mask, because who doesn't love a face mask? So this is the Soul Sister Beauty Brightening Instant Facial. I've used this before, it's absolutely stunning. I hope you love it. So that is everything that is going to be included in this week's giveaway, plus a little handwritten card from me just to say thank you for all of your support. Now on to the nitty gritty, how you can enter. This is UK only, unfortunately. I would love to do a worldwide one day, but for now it's just for the UK. And just like last time, all you need to do in order to enter is put a picture on your story of your setup watching this week's vlog. It can be any moment from the vlog, it doesn't have to be this moment, and I want to see what you've been doing while you've been watching this, whether it's on your TV, on your laptop, are you eating dinner at the same time, are you having a cup of tea? Like, I want to know what you guys are doing, because it is absolutely wild to me that people actually watch these vlogs, and it makes you guys feel a little bit more real to me if I can see like the setup. All you need to do is post a picture on your Instagram story of your setup watching this week's vlog. You don't need to mention the giveaway or anything like that. I really want this to be like a secret giveaway for genuine viewers of the channel, but you do need to tag me. So my Instagram is at amyastrid with 2 Ds. It's verified flex. So that is the right one. So if you have a public account, that's all great, I'll see that, thank you so much. If you have a private account, I won't be able to see it unless you screenshot the story and send it to me in DMs, and I will count those as entries as well. And then next Sunday, so Sunday the 25th of August at midday, the giveaway will close. I will put all of the entries onto a random wheel generator, spin it, and whoever wins, I will DM you from my account. Remember, it has to be the verified account, Amy Astrid with 2 Ds. No other account will DM you, and let you know that you've won the giveaway and ask for your address to send it to. And that's all there is to it. It's really simple. Please make sure that you're 18 or over, or that you've got permission from your parent or guardian to enter. I can't wait to see your cozy little setups. I'm so nosy. I love this stuff. Anyway, let me show you how we're getting on in the bedroom. Okay, just to recap, the aim really with the bedroom at the moment was to kind of suck the life out of it, to be honest. As I said, I've lived here for 6 years, and the bedroom has never really been like intentionally designed in any way. It's just sort of happened, but as a result it felt really cluttered, really busy. I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like earlier in the week. And I was just finding that I was coming in here to go to bed at night and then opening the door and immediately feeling more stressed, because it was just, there was too many patterns, there was too much clutter. So Charlie and I decided to completely strip it back, basically, to make it as plain as physically possible. This side still has like a lot of different colours and patterns and things on it, but the side that we've been working on this week I'm now going to show you, because the mission has definitely been accomplished, I think. Here we go. So as you can see, we've changed the bedding. There is now like a sheet on the bed that matches the headboard, which is clean thanks to the upholstery cleaner. And then all we have here are the 2 bedside tables, my 2 lamps, which are from Oliver Bonus, and then our 2 matching coasters, which I bought for our anniversary. And I can't believe that shelf was up here just earlier this week. As you can see, here is the poly filler still at work. Charlie's done a very good job with it, especially now that it is actually poly filler and not sealant. But basically, once it's completely dry, which it isn't yet, we need to sand it all down and then just paint it over with white, and that'll be finished. But we also moved the bed. So the bed and the bedside table were previously like right up against this wall, but now there's quite a lot of space there, and over there was that unit that I decluttered, which is now gone, leaving this space on the floor where there are wires, and normally this Dyson fan sits over there during the day, which is really good that it has somewhere to go rather than just sitting in the middle of the floor. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit on the boring side, but it is so much more relaxing, and I genuinely find that when I crawl into bed at night, I feel calmer, which was the aim. So we're gonna call it a success. What we're not gonna call a success is the state of my wardrobe behind me, and that is a job for next week. I did say when I decluttered the wardrobe that basically some of the stuff was like on probation, basically, to see if I wear it throughout the summer, and a lot of it I haven't worn. So next week I'm actually going to do like a massive declutter of my wardrobe, but over on here I'm not going to film it for TikTok because it'll just get too long. But I'm really hoping to whittle it right down, because it has gotten really overcrowded in there again, especially since Charlie moved his stuff in as well. I never really managed to get it down as far as I needed to before he moved his stuff in, so everything's a little bit cramped in there. So that's a major project for next week, especially kind of, we're coming towards the end of autumn. How does everyone think about, I just said autumn, I meant August. How does everyone think about autumn, right? That's my question for you. Because the other day Charlie said to me, but autumn's not till October. But to me, autumn is September. In my head, the seasons are 3 months each. So September to November is autumn, December to February is winter, March to May is spring, and June to August is summer. How do you guys think about it? Apparently people see the months as like shapes and stuff as well. Sometimes like people, I've seen it on TikTok. Do you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, yeah, we're kind of rounding off summer-ish, and I do still think we've got quite a lot of like hot days ahead of us. But in terms of like summer fashion, I don't have any more summer holidays booked or anything like that. Obviously I went to Florida like in April, May, and I haven't been away since, and I don't really have anything like on the horizon holiday wise. So now's as good a time as any, I suppose, before I then have to start turning it all over to autumn wardrobe, which is crazy because I feel like I only just changed it over to summer, but what can you do? Also next week I've got that shoot that I was talking about where I'm working with Amazon as like a bit of a model for the day, which I'm really nervous about, and it's going to be a really early morning and a long day, and there's like a hair and makeup artist doing my hair and makeup, which makes me nervous because I do it my way, and obviously if you change the way you do your makeup, sometimes you look really different, so I'm a bit nervous about that. So yeah, next week's going to be an interesting one. Let me know what you've been up to this week and if you've got any exciting things planned for next week. Thank you so much for watching yet another weekly vlog. I nearly said follow along to see what the wheel makes me declutter next. That is not this series, that is TikTok. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.